My name is Krystal Foster, and I sponsor Sfiso Matabula, who is a 14-year-old boy in Tbilisi, South Africa. About a year ago, Children's Cup came to Coastal for a sponsor day, and I knew that I wanted to sponsor a child. In my mind, it was a big decision and something that I wanted to put some thought and prayer into. I'm just so thankful that I really felt that tugging on my heart in service to just pray for God's direction on the child that I should choose. I feel that He really intersected my life and Sfiso's life. Shortly after Sponsor Day, I was presented with the opportunity to go to South Africa on a missions trip, and I would also have the opportunity to meet with Sfiso and spend some time with him. The day before I had some one-on-one time with him, I was walking through the village with Mumfandise, who is Pastor Jelly's wife, and she started telling me the story that I really had no clue about, and Sfiso has a skin condition. They aren't quite sure what it is, but about 3 years ago, they thought that he wasn't going to make it. He had an inflammation with this condition that put his life in jeopardy. And 3 years ago, Mumfandise started praying at that time that God would just provide. And her and Pastor Jelly actually wanted to take Sfiso in, but they didn't really have the resources to do so, even though it was in their heart. So she continued on with this story about how they prayed and just asked God for provision, and that Sfiso would finally get a sponsor and be able to get a hot meal every day, have an education, have medical care. So Mumfandise and Pastor Jelly were very excited that they got the chance to meet me, who is Sfiso's sponsor, and that Sfiso was finally, after 3 years, able to be sponsored. In South Africa, names carry a lot of meaning and value and are chosen very carefully. Everyone in our group that went on the missions trip was given a name by Mumfandise, and they were names that she felt kind of spoke to her about us and who we were. So the name that she chose for me was Lindiwe, which means the one that we have been waiting for or expecting. Going to South Africa and sponsoring Sfiso has changed my life. I'm so blessed, and I'm so thankful that I have the opportunity to sponsor Sfiso, to build a relationship with him and just have him in my life. There's so many other children in Tbilisi that need sponsorship, and my heart would just be there to sponsor them all, but I can't do that. And the good news is that it takes a small donation to make such a huge difference in each child's life, and just really meets those basic needs. Every little bit helps, and together we can change lives.